Dear friends, today we're going to tell you a story about an innocent child who was crying, clinging to his mother's grave. When the child cried, the mother came out of her grave. As the boy sobbed uncontrollably at his mother's grave, her soul rose from it. What is a mother? And when her child is in pain, what does she go through? After hearing this astonishing story, your faith will be renewed. If you love your mother, be sure to listen to this story till the end. This incident took place in a village in India. In that village lived a poor woman and her husband with their only son. The woman was very pious and devout. Her name was Nafisa. Nafisa had every happiness she ever wanted except one, the joy of having children. She and her husband had no children. 5 years had passed since their marriage. People used to say all kinds of hurtful things to Nafisa. They would taunt her, saying she was barren and couldn't bear children. They would tell her husband, you should get married again. It's been 5 years and your wife still hasn't given you the joy of becoming a father. Whenever Nafisa heard such things, she would cry silently in her heart. She prayed to Allah, saying, "Oh Allah, I have faith in you. If you don't hear my prayers, then who will?" These taunts and people's words are breaking my heart. If children aren't written in my destiny, then I don't know what to do. Please write children into my destiny, because you are the one who answers the prayers of those who ask. A few days passed like this. Then Allah rewarded Nafisa's patience. One day Nafisa started feeling unwell. When her husband took her to the doctor said, "Your wife is going to become a mother." Hearing this, both husband and wife were overjoyed. Nafisa began thanking Allah. They both became very happy. The same people who once taunted them were now praising them, saying that Allah had rewarded her patience. She endured the harsh words and never gave up. He was extremely happy, and so was her husband. Finally, the day arrived when Nafisa gave birth to a beautiful baby boy. But as fate would have it, Nafisa's health took a sudden turn for the worse during childbirth. With that pain, she left this world. Nafisa had passed away. Her husband was torn. On one hand, he was overwhelmed with joy. On the other, he was devastated by the loss of his wife. He was shattered inside. Allah had blessed him with a son, but took away his wife. She couldn't even see her child, the one she had longed for so deeply. In her final moments, she didn't even get to see her baby's face. He cried, saying, "What will I do without her? How will I raise our child alone?" He wept bitterly because he loved his wife deeply. He kept saying, "Don't leave me. How will I raise your son without you?" But what could be done? The trial was immense. Allah gave him the strength to endure, and he remained patient. He began to care for his son himself. Nafisa had wished to name their son Samir, so to honor her wish, he named the boy Samir. Days passed and Samir began to grow. His father raised him with great love and care. He never let him feel the absence of a mother. He got him admitted into a good school. He became both mother and father to his son. Samir never felt like he didn't have a mother, because his father gave him everything he ever asked for. Whatever Samir wanted, his father gave it to him immediately. He always kept him happy. Samir never felt the lack of a mother's love. His father never let a tear come to his son's eye, because he loved him more than anything. People would praise him, saying that after losing his wife, he had raised his son so well. They were happy. Their life was going well, but sometimes when he thought of his wife, he would cry. He never cried in front of his son. Just like that, 4 years passed. People started telling him that he should get remarried. His child was growing up, and who would take care of him? They said, "You're still young, and when you go to work, your child is left alone at home." Bring someone into the house who can run your home and look after your child so he doesn't feel the absence of a mother. Taking their advice, he married a beautiful girl. The girl was indeed very pretty. Nasir decided that once he got married, his second wife would take good care of his child. He would no longer have to worry about his son being alone at home while he was away at work. After they got married, the girl came into his house as a bride. On their wedding night, he told his new wife, "This is my son. His name is Samir. Ever since his mother passed away, I've been raising him alone. His mother died the day he was born. He has never seen his mother or felt a mother's love. Please give him a mother's love. I married you so that you could love him like your own child and take good care of him." His wife was very cunning. She said, "Don't worry. He's not just your son anymore. From today, he's my son too. Let go of the worry that your child is alone or missing a mother. From now on, I am his mother and I will take care of him very well." But the girl had one bad habit. She was extremely vain and obsessed with her looks and makeup. Life went on this way. Nasir stopped worrying about his son. He was at peace, believing his son now had a mother and that his second wife was taking care of him. The child was also very happy. He had become emotionally attached to his new mother. But soon the woman started getting irritated with the child. Started envying him, because now she was expecting a child of her own. She thought, his father loves him so much. When my children are born, he might not love them as much. That jealousy turned her into a cruel stepmother. She began to look at the boy with hateful, piercing eyes. Whenever Nasir was away at work, she would scold the child and say, "I'm not your mother. Don't you understand? From now on, you'll do all the housework yourself. I won't feed you anymore. I only pretend to love you in front of your father, but once he leaves, I'll treat you horribly, because you're not my child. How can I love you? The baby growing inside me is my real child, and I'll love only them. Before my baby is even born, I'll make sure you're out of this house so your father will only love my child." Her jealousy grew worse. She started making the boy do chores that were far too difficult for a child his age. The little boy was always in tears. He had started missing his real mother deeply, because as he grew older, he began to understand everything, that this woman wasn't his real mother. Nasir had also started taking him to visit his real mother's grave and would tell him, "This is your mom." The boy, however, was too scared to say anything to his father. One day, his stepmother forced him to do something terribly cruel. He couldn't take it anymore. Crying, he went to his father and said, "Daddy, my stepmother treats me very badly. She makes me do heavy chores, she hits me all the time. After school, she doesn't even give me food. She told me that if I ever tell you anything, she'll kill me." That little soul couldn't bear the pain anymore and finally told his father everything. Nasir was furious and said to his wife, "What is this child saying? Did you really?" When she did this to him, that wicked woman started crying, shedding fake tears, and said, "How could you believe such a lie from a little child? He's just a kid. He must have said it while playing around." But the father didn't believe the child. He thought, he's just a kid. Maybe he said it by mistake. Nasir also believed his wife. After the father left, the woman said, "How dare you complain about me to your father? Now get out, get lost from my house." That cruel woman started hitting the innocent child, abusing him. "Leave and never come back. If you return, I'll kill you." The child got scared and began to cry, saying, "Mom, please don't say that. Don't treat me like this. Where will I go? I'm scared." She said, "I'm not your mother, did you hear me? Why don't you understand? I'm your stepmother, not your real mom. Now get out. There's no place for you in this house anymore. Only my child will live here, not you." That innocent child, out of fear, left the house and wandered around hungry for days. He picked up scraps from the streets and ate leftover food. His life was ruined. He had become a beggar. He started collecting trash and selling it. Meanwhile, when Nasir came home, his wife was crying. That deceitful woman was putting on an act. He asked her why she was crying and where Samir was. She said, "We've been robbed. We're ruined. Someone kidnapped my child, Samir. I was sleeping and he was playing outside. When I went out, he was gone. Someone must have taken him. I tried everything to find him, but I couldn't." Nasir couldn't see through his wife's lies. He melted at the sight of her fake tears and said, "Is it true? My son has really been kidnapped?" His wife continued her fake crying. He became extremely worried, wondering where his child had gone and what kind of cruel person had kidnapped him. It felt like the ground had disappeared beneath his feet. He told his wife, "Come with me, let's go find our child. If Allah wills, we'll find him. My world is shattered. What will I do without him? I'll die." With that cunning woman, he started searching through the streets. Despite trying hard, they couldn't find the child because he had gone far away. That innocent boy, Samir, kept wandering aimlessly. He cried, remembering his mother. Now he truly missed her. He thought, "Oh, my mother, if you were still in this world, I wouldn't be suffering like this." He had grown older and understood many things now. One day he decided to visit his mother's grave and tell her everything. He went to her grave and began crying loudly. It felt like his mother could hear him. He said, "Mother, look, you left me and went away, and your Samir was thrown out of the house. My father abandoned me too. My stepmother was cruel to me. How could you leave me, Mom? A mother is a child's support. A mother is their shelter. No harm comes to a child when they have their mother. But you're gone, buried here, and your child is drowning in pain. I'm starving. I haven't eaten in days." Hearing this, the soul of his mother trembled in pain. By Allah's will, her spirit rose from the grave. Seeing her child suffer, she came out. When the boy saw his mother standing before his eyes, he was overwhelmed with joy. He hugged her tightly. She felt all the pain her son had endured. And by the will of Allah, she appeared right before him. The boy clung to his mother and cried his heart out. He poured out his pain, saying, "My father got remarried. My stepmother beat me and threw me out of the house. Mom, I'm never going back there. I'll stay with you now." That child told his mother everything. His mother started crying, because a mother is a mother whether she is in this world or not. Her soul could still feel her child's pain. In the same way, Nafisa felt her son's pain and by Allah's will appeared before him. Meanwhile, the father was broken with grief over his son's suffering. He started remembering his wife and son, saying, "Nafisa, you left this world and took all my happiness with you. You gave me one joy, our child, and now he's gone too. Where did you both go? Mother and son, please come back. My heart feels empty without you." His second wife was also stunned because Nasir's heart had gone cold. She realized he had deeply loved his child and that she had done something terribly wrong. She said, "Please don't be this sad. Our new baby is about to be born. That child will also be yours. You'll love him too." But nothing affected Nasir. He felt no joy anymore. He cried all the time, remembering his wife and child. He even stopped going to work. All he did was cry, lost in the memories of his lost family. One day he went to the graveyard to visit his wife's grave, and what he saw there shook him to the core. His wife and son were sitting at the grave sharing a meal. His wife was deep in prayer. He saw the entire scene with his own eyes. At first he thought he was dreaming, but it wasn't a dream. It was real. Seeing this brought tears to his eyes. Gathering his courage, he approached them. But her soul vanished. It was only the spirit. The boy, however, was real. He said, "You're not my father anymore. Go away from here. I only live with my mom now. Your second wife threw me out of the house. My stepmother treated me horribly. I tortured him. I told you, but you didn't believe me. You trusted your second wife's words thinking it was a lie, but I've been with my mother all this time. She gives me food every day and takes care of me. She's been good to me. You never treated me well." The child shared all the pain he had endured. Hearing his heart-wrenching words, Nasir's heart ached. He couldn't believe that the woman he married could be so deceitful and cruel. Her true nature had finally been revealed to him, and with that realization his anger flared. He rushed to bring his son back and confronted his wife, saying, "You wicked, deceitful woman, don't you have any shame? You've treated my child so cruelly. How could you be so heartless? You're going to be a mother, yet you didn't even think about how it feels to have your own child abused. This isn't just my son, he's someone's child, and he's my blood. Why did you do this to him? You will not stay in this house anymore. I am divorcing you right now. The child who's about to be born will be mine, and I will raise him myself. Get out of my house. I don't care where you go, but I'm ending everything with you. You've come into my life and destroyed all our happiness. You've burnt everything to ashes. You won't stay here anymore. Your plans have failed, and Allah has shown me your true face. I'll never forgive you. You'll never live in my house again." Just as Nasir was about to kick her out and divorce her, she fell to his feet, crying loudly and begging for forgiveness. She said, "I admit that I've wronged this child. Please forgive me. I don't know what got into me. I was blinded by my love for my own child, thinking that if I had a child you'd love him more than Samir." She said, "I thought you wouldn't love him as much and all your love would be for Samir. That's why I mistreated your child and even threw him out of the house. But I promise you Allah forgives the first mistake. I won't make any mistakes again. Please forgive me, don't divorce me. I promise I will love Samir more than anyone else, even more than a mother loves her child." Nasir couldn't believe her words, but when Samir said to his father, "Abba, give her a chance, maybe she's telling the truth. Please forgive her," Nasir agreed to give his second wife a chance and forgave her. Samir's second mother kept her promise. She really started loving and caring for him like her own son, which made Nasir happy. He began to live a happy life with his son Samir, forgetting all the past sorrows. The child also embraced the new joys of life. A mother is irreplaceable. If she's alive, she never lets harm come to her child. And if she's passed away, her soul feels the suffering of her child. This is why Allah has placed paradise beneath the mother's feet. She holds such a high place. Those who have the blessing of having their mother's presence are the luckiest. A home with a mother is full of life and joy, but a home without a mother becomes desolate. May Allah keep all mothers safe, grant them long lives with good health, and keep their blessings on us. May Allah protect all children from disobeying their parents. Ameen. If you like this story, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.